on, y'all? I had to take a little ride this morning by myself. I'm just a little lonely sometimes, but girl had to work, kids had school. I feel great because when I came home in 2016 from doing prison time, I got with a girl that kept me straight away from drugs, alcohol, and trouble. 10 years strong, y'all. And I'm gonna try to keep on making it because all you can do now in life is try to make it. Because sometimes life ain't what it seems anywhere you go. Some might be easy, some might be hard. But at the same time, you gotta live life one day at a time. You gotta take it slow. You gotta be aware of your surroundings at all times because of the danger that's going on nowadays. We have a lot of killing and, overdosing. But that's sometimes sad, because if you help them and they relapse, you really can't help them anymore. I have a couple family members that have relapsed and has went back to prison. One of my older brothers. So I try to talk to them and try to get them to realize like life is short. You can't always be what you want to be because people try to take what you have away because either they're jealous or they just don't want you happy in your life because they're so damn miserable in their fucking life that they just don't care. They want to ruin everything good that you have just to justify their situation. And a lot of people threaten people's ways of life because they don't know where they came from, they don't know how they were raised, and they don't know what they've been through. So, a lot of people judge a lot of people, but like they always say, you can't judge books by their covers because you never know their story of their life. So, if anybody is listening, there's times when you gotta let go and there's times when you gotta hold on. If you can't hold on, try to get help to hold on because life is precious. Kids are precious. Your family is precious. You gotta hold on to what you got because sooner or later it's gonna be gone and you never know where it's gonna be. So, sometimes you just gotta have family or someone there to support and help. If you don't have that, what's the use, of trying to be there when you can't help yourself or you've helped yourself so much, it just gets boring sometimes, because sometimes it's just too much. How y'all doing? I've been homeless, a couple times in my life. It started when I was 16. Was homeless for 2.5 years, went to jail. Had a rough life, and was raised in the projects from a baby till I was about 10. But check out this little ride. Back roads. Sometimes it's calm riding back roads and listening to music, just to keep your mind straight and get it off of things that are just sometimes hard to cope with, unless you have that support system. There's things that people do cherish in life. Excuse me. At the same time, other people just don't give a shit about other people or their well-being. Some people don't care about other people's kids. But at the same time, they don't care about other people's kids because their kids don't give a shit about them, because of the way they were treated when they grew up, the way they pushed and pushed and pushed away, to where some people just go on and try to make their own life the best way they know how and can. I'm still alive, breathing. That's what matters. If you have health issues, God has a plan for you. He always will. People have their own beliefs. Believe what you want to believe. And why are you sick right now? People say, fuck Jesus. Well, like I say, you got your own beliefs, but I don't go to church. I don't condone in people who do. I don't care. It is what it is. Life is life. Like I was saying, people have their own way of life. John, what's going on with you? Always love Jesus. He's always there when nobody else is. Who all's watching me and who all loves Jesus? Nice little country road on outskirts of Virginia. Lovely scenery. So, for those of you who have had a rough life growing up, but has had just can't overcome things. PTSD is a hell of a sickness. Well, some people have bad experiences. Seeing people get stomped to death, seeing people get, stabbed and raped in prison is just a lot of problems that come with that. Things like that happen all the time, but seeing it hand on, visualizing it, it's just how prison is. And sometimes some things are better left unsaid, or however people want to put it. But you always got to have